inside this martial art field, we know that the skeleton is also something able to grow. Yeah, so that the bones, despite the fact of being very, very hard, we still know it's able to develop. It's able to access it in such a way that you are changing the density of the bones.
Today's video is one of the most fascinating subjects that we talked with Master Shi Heng Yi about, and it's a physical phenomena or a physical teaching, the Shaolin Temple practice, and it's called bone marrow washing. To me, my interpretation of it was a cleansing of your whole body, and this was done through physical trauma, almost. Is such an interesting concept. Today, Master Shi Heng Yi is going to take us through exactly what bone marrow washing is, how you can practice it, and what benefits it has in your life. Today's video was made possible at mulliganbrothers.com, where you can get the Inspired Change t-shirts to support the movement, the Rise and Grind hoodies, and also the new poster is going to be coming out very soon, the Momentum Mori poster. If you want to be notified of when that comes out, join the email list at the website and we'll notify you and let you know. But before that, bone marrow washing. How the Shaolin Temple and the warriors at the temple have used this for years and years, and how you can use it in your life. Let's dive into the video with Master Shi Heng Yi. Also, please consider supporting Master Shi Heng Yi at shaolin.online. You talk about the physical body and the marrow cleansing, marrow washing, but marrow washing, like, it's a very like visceral image, and you talk about the physical body and you like all those things. And I think for some people who haven't heard about these feats that people do, it's almost unimaginable, it's unbelievable. Is there anything that you've witnessed or seen or experienced whilst traveling around the world, taking in these teachings and these messages, where you, to explain to somebody, would highlight just how people are preparing their body in different ways and how they're managing to change their bodies in different ways?
Okay. I grew up with these type of stories, legends that I also told you. I was in the hope, stay in this field of Shaolin, and one day I'm gonna get to the methods, gonna get to the secrets. What do they mean by bone marrow washing? What do they mean by really starting to change the body? What do they mean by really cleaning the marrow? Which marrow? The marrow of the bones or the marrow of the brain? So does cleaning the marrow of the brain, does it now really mean physically in regards to the bones? Or could it just be like a way of how Chinese expressed clear the mind completely? Could be both. I traveled through the world trying to find answers to this type of questions, because I wanted to know, am I living in a fantasy world? Am I following up on a wrong ideal that I maybe have? I wanted to find out, because somewhere along this line of practicing my forms, doing all type of stuff, somewhere along this line, I also started to ask myself, maybe, could it be that maybe I have created my own bubble, let's say? So I needed to find out. And it is not that long. It happened within the last 2-3 years, where I started to meet people that then possessed the type of methods that all these ancient methods are talking about. Just for example, the bone marrow washing. Why ever? Let's take it like this. Why would you want to cleanse your bone marrow? Why would you like ever want to access your bones to do what? And inside this martial art field, we know that the skeleton is also something able to grow. Yeah, so that the bones, despite the fact of being very, very hard, we still know it's able to develop. It's able to access it in such a way that you are changing the density of the bones. How do you know this? It's because you're starting to gain weight. It's because your body, you yourself, you're starting to gain weight. And meanwhile, I know that there is one method how to do it, which is called Sisu Jing, bone marrow washing. That is the one thing. But at the same time, I also met teachers that nowadays teach the ways how to clear the mind, how to make yourself empty, how to practice and approach this idea of becoming empty. Because what's the point of becoming empty? Where is the benefit from becoming empty? It gives you a glimpse of how you could look if you would be uncolored. Let's say like this. It sometimes opens up the mind again to see possibilities that you have in this lifetime for yourself. So the question is, if you want to improve on the physical level, there is something extraordinary there. If you want to develop yourself in the spiritual and in the mind aspect, there's also something special over there. I don't know, maybe later how you want to catch it in, but I can show you how it feels when somebody is accessing his bone marrow. Yeah, then later in the comment you can just say your own experience, what it is. Just that you, I don't know what to say. Yeah, you need to feel it, then you know.
I'd love to.
Yeah. So yes, and also when we were going for our small talk outside, in a way it's funny. On the other side, it's also a little bit sad that to the majority of people nowadays, it's easy to sell fake stuff. Let's put it like this. Okay? It's very easy sometimes to manipulate the masses. So, why I say it is because still people are sometimes living in this illusionary world, in this fantasy world, let's say, that this type of knowledge we were just talking about can only be found in one country in the world, China. It's not like this. The times have changed. And where you expect to find something nowadays, there it is not. And where you don't expect these things to be found, suddenly they are there. And this is also one reason why I'm very happy that now, just recently I said, I got introduced to all these different types of methods thanks to one very special master. Yeah, and that is that master I told you about in Taiwan, Zhang Yushan. Yes. You keep your father always like in memory, and you never forget that without him you would not be here. And I have to say that when it comes to the different skill levels, I have a lot of thankfulness for this master, because elsewise I would have not get to this type of knowledge. Yeah, and yeah, this is the bond now that also for the future we will see where it's going to lead. But I just want to express, sometimes knowledge is out there. You just need to be open to witness it. And don't look for places where you think you find them, but it's not going to be there. You're just wasting time.
Thank you so much to Master Shi Heng Yi and the Shaolin Temple Europe for allowing us to visit the temple, spending the week there and filming all these projects. We do have 4 more projects coming out, so please hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of them. They are unseen footage, unseen conversations, so hit the link below, the join button, the bell notification down below and you'll be notified, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As always, guys, everything was made possible at mulliganbrothers.com. Your support with the Inspire Change t-shirts, the hoodies, the new poster that's going to be coming out very shortly, which is a poster that reminds you that your time is precious, and it literally has your 80 years on the planet. Hopefully we have more, but 80 years on the planet, and you knock off every single week, and it really makes you realize just how fast time can pass us by if we are not careful. Thank you so much to everybody who supported us there. All the profits from the website go back into creating these projects and the Inspire Change movement. As always, you can follow me on Instagram at Jordan Mulligan Brother to see what I get up to, and you can follow my brothers and sisters at Luke Mulligan Brother, at William Mulligan Brother, and at Niamh Mulligan X to see more from the whole family. And as always, go inspire some change, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.